Artic kiwi. Here we are, September the 1st. We are just start to find some ripe kiwis. As you can see, this is the Artic kiwi, not the regular Hawaiian kiwi that you see in the stores. And here we are in zone 6B in Rhode Island, the northeast USA, and we just got a couple of kiwis that dropped from the plant. You see right here, they're not huge. They're about a nickel size, the size of a 5 cents, and they are ripe. They are very soft to the touch. Usually they're hard to tell when they're ripe, but you see they are very soft. And let's turn this around, see how this look, if I can find the symbol. So anyhow, well, we'll turn the camera around. Guess, here we are. So they are very soft. You eat them with the skin, just like a grape. And they are delicious. They have this they have this kiwi aroma, but they are so sweet compared to the other kiwis. And oh man, these are good. These are the first ones that I get this year. Also, you might well, it's the end of the beginning of September the 1st, and you'll be getting this for, I don't know, a couple of months, and they'll be ripening slowly. The only thing is, once you know that the frost is gonna come, you're gonna pick them up from your plant and put them in a paper bag. That way you don't lose your kiwis, because they'll get burnt with the frost. So you just keep an eye on your temperatures. You know, it's going to go below 32 degrees, which is 0 in Celsius. So just pick them up, put them in a bag, and you'll be enjoying these things, because it'll take a while, but they'll ripen just as delicious. Oh, so good. So good. So I'm going to turn this around, because I got a Artic, I put an air layer that I need to cut off, and we're gonna see how these are doing. So let me turn this around. Now I can see the symbol, so I'm just gonna turn the phone around. So we're gonna see the there we go, some of the kiwis that are this year. It's a lot of them inside the trellis. Kind of hard to see because they're all green, but the production this year wasn't all that great due to the tremendous amount of rain that we had in the springtime. As you see, well, let me also show you how how I did this. This is a pergola, and as you can see, this is my sitting area here. You can sit here in the shade, enjoy the shade that this thing provide, which is very nice in a 98 degrees day or 100 degrees day. And also I have a jasmine plant that we have here to share the to share the pergola. See this bottom piece here, this is all jasmine, and then on the top I just keep the kiwis, because I don't want them to mix over the top. Usually the jasmine plant, see right now, start to produce flowers, and they're very fragrant. So I keep them separate. See, all along. See, they just started to flower, and this usually once it warms up a little bit, this will be full of bees. Because I also have bees in the yard. This will be all full of bees. So there you go. See another kiwi there. So like I said, this year is not a bumper crop due to the torrential rains that we had all spring long. So over here I'll show you. This is my air layer over here, and it's amongst the bunches of fruit. So I'm gonna clip this. It's gonna be a little bit hard to do one hand, but I'm gonna try to clip it. Without dropping it, which is gonna be a little tricky. So this plant here is gonna be reproduced, and will be identical to this one here. See, this will be the this is the part of the air layer. See how she's all progressing down below. Just gonna give it to a friend of mine. Let's see if I can remove this off. There we go. So we can see the roots in there. It's all full of roots. Yeah, that's looking very nice. So full of roots in there. So this one is ready to be clipped. This one has been air layer for about 7 weeks. 7 weeks, yeah, approximately 7 weeks. And it took that long. It's still tied up. So what I'm gonna do here, I've got this baby off, and we'll have another plant. So here we are. So there we go. So I had to cut it off away from the camera because I couldn't handle it with one hand. But here it is. So this is all roots. This is the air layer from my kiwi vine. It's going to be a lovely plant. So that's it. Here you go. Now my friend knows he has a female kiwi plant over here, because you also need a male and a female to get the best fruit crop. Otherwise it's not going to produce that much, because it needs the male pollen exchange. We're gonna plant this in a pot. Here's some of the kiwis from this year. As you can see, they're growing in nice bunches, nice clusters. Hairless, delicious, and they usually drop from the plant, but you can also just touch them and you'll find them so nice and soft. After a while, you learn how to distinguish which ones are getting ripe, which are not yet, but there's not really much change in color, but they're worth to have. So there you go. If you like to put a setup like this, it's a nice pergola, something simple, not too fancy. You just have them above, and it's easy to harvest from the top, and very enjoyable plant. I mean, I get nice shady area, so you see the shade on the ground here, so you can just move your chairs around when you have people to come over, and hey, stay away from the sun. You don't want to get burned. Well, from Patio Frutal, have a good evening.